Welcome to the Know Before You Go Travel Show, where we share all the latest travel tips, tricks, and insights to make your next vacation the best one yet. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the show with Penyak Travel's George Penyak and our senior travel consultant, Janet Penyak.
What is up, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back to another edition of the Know Before You Go Travel Show. We've got a show for you today, and that's a record for me.
I was going to say, you usually say it slow.
Doing the intro, that was super fast.
Yes. We do have a good show today.
We have a great show today. This one's a little unique, but before we get to the show, football is back.
Yes.
I could not be happier. We need a level or a sense of normalcy, and football gave me that on Thursday night. We got college football today. So I'm super excited. As long as I can do it safely, I am super excited to just have football back.
Yes.
It feels good. Weather's starting to change a little bit, especially in certain parts of the country. We got some fall weather coming in. It just feels like football's here. I could not be more excited.
Feels a little more normal.
Starting to feel a little more normal, but we are back, and I got a super good show today. But before we get to this episode, we got a lot of shout-outs to give. You guys, thank you guys so much for all our listeners, subscribers, fans, clients, everyone that's reached out to us. It's just been overwhelming. You guys are incredible. So first off, we got to start with that. Thank you guys so much. And for specific shout-outs here, thank you so much. Got a couple 5-star reviews. Arizona 1966 and DW SC gave us both 5-star reviews on Apple. Thank you so much for that. We've also had a request for quotes flying in. You guys are awesome, which, by the way, we're a zero-fee agency, so if you want any information from us on a trip, if you want us to put something together for you, we don't charge any fees. And so we've had a handful of people reach out just since our last show. So thank you so much. Kristen from Indy reached out looking for a trip to Mexico. Thank you so much, Kristen. Heidi reached out looking for a destination wedding. I think she listened to our destination wedding podcast, which you're a destination wedding expert.
Yes.
So you're one of the best. And then Mike from the Midwest, he's looking for Jamaica. We don't know exactly where Mike's from, but what airports he was looking at? South Dakota, right?
Yeah, South Dakota or Iowa.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much, Chris and Heidi and Mike, reaching out, looking for a trip. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for the love. And let's roll right into...
We also had somebody on Instagram. You're about to forget.
Oh, that's question of the day.
No.
Sydney reached out for question of the day, so we're going to do that, and then...
And John, who DM'd us on Instagram asking questions about Unico.
Oh, yeah, he saw our Unico stuff, and he said he can't wait to book a trip with us. So, yes. John, you are the man. Thank you so much. But anyways, we've been getting so much love. We love you guys so much. We do this, really, we put our best information out there. We do this for you guys because travel, A, we're passionate about it. B, it's changing all the time right now. And C, we enjoy just putting out our best content. So we got nothing to hide here. We're an open book. But, yeah, Sydney got a question of the day for us, which we will hit up at the end of this.
Yes.
So what are we talking about today?
So there's a new popular trend in travel right now that has emerged because of everything that's happened with COVID, and it's called Workcations.
Yes, Workcations, and I think this is a trend that's been around for a while, but it's just now becoming very, very popular because so many people now are working from home.
Yep.
And
kids are, also doing school from home virtually. So
I think now, you and I have worked from home forever, pretty much, so we're used to this. But essentially, a workcation is where these resort companies will offer special rates and packages specifically designed for you to go there, be able to work during the day, and then also enjoy the amenities in the resorts at night in the afternoons and evenings. And it's kind of an interesting concept. There's debate over, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Should you really waste money and then go work somewhere remotely? And I kind of want to address that first. I did see a blog post out on the internet about this, where is this a good or a bad thing? From my opinion, and this is coming from someone who, and I bet you feel the same way, two people that have worked from home for almost a decade, right? And I think this is a great thing.
Oh, I definitely think it's a great thing.
Because the rates are discounted, the packages.
It's discounted, so yeah, you're not going to be spending the 100% of your time just relaxing and lounging by the pool, but you're not paying 100% of what you would normally pay. They're discounted rates. So exactly,
and they really package it where you can really get great work done, but also enjoy the amenities of the resort and just get a change of scenery. Because for those that haven't worked from home very long, maybe you're new working home or haven't worked at home at all, you need a change of scenery. When you're in your home office by yourself, you're doing everything digitally and remotely, you need to change the scenery. And every time we travel, it's essentially a workcation because we're always working while we travel. It's something we've gotten used to. And I think the term is going away from work-life balance, and it's becoming like work-life integration, where you can almost like find this free-flowing, enjoy what you do. You're always kind of working, but it's part of your life, and you kind of enjoy it, right? I mean, that's what you do. Yeah,
no, definitely. And then, so one of the first ones that I want to mention, which I actually would like to take advantage of this, I think it's pretty cool, but it's a new promotion by MGM Resorts in Vegas, and it's called Viva Las Office, because you know the term Viva Las Vegas. So Viva Las Office. So you can stay at the Bellagio Resort or the Aria, and I've been to both. They're both beautiful hotels.
100% agree.
Yeah, and they have 3 different packages: the associate, the manager, and the executive. So with the associate, your average per night rate for your hotel is $100.
Oh, that's really good.
At the Bellagio or the Aria, which is really, really good. And you get an executive assistant, $50 food and beverage credit per day, $75 off round trip flights with a private jet company, which I guess if you can do that, that's cool too.
Yeah, if you can swing the private jet, yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's really nice.
That is next level, working from Vegas.
Yes. And then they have the manager package, and that includes your stay at the Bellagio or the Aria. And at the Bellagio, you get a fountain view room, or at the Aria, strip view room. $150 average per night for the hotel stay. You get 2 VIP pool day passes, a poolside massage, $50 food and beverage credit, $100 off the round trip flights with the private jet company. So that's also really good.
This is next level.
Yes. And then if you want to get super nice, you can have the executive package, and the room accommodation at the Bellagio would be the salon suite, or at the Aria, the city corner suite. $350 average per night for a hotel stay. You get the $75 food and beverage credit, $125 off round trip flights, full day cabana rental, poolside massage, and an executive assistant as well, which the executive assistant comes with all of them. But I just kind of fun, you know?
It's a neat, and I'm glad more of these resorts and hotel companies are getting on board with this, because work is changing for everybody, and it may change. You're going to have a lot more people working from home forever. It's just going to be a new thing now, and I'm glad they're doing this. And again, we've always worked almost every day while we travel. It's almost like a thing for us, and we've gotten used to it, not only for travel, but anything else we have going on, podcasts, what have you. I think it's a great thing, and who doesn't love Vegas? First of all, the Bellagio to me is like the cornerstone of Vegas. That's like when we're in Vegas and you walk by the big Bellagio fountain, I'm like, this is City Hall. Like this is Vegas. This is the Strip City Hall.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love Vegas, and I think this is a really good offer too, because you can go there, get a change of scenery. Obviously now there's not everything open that, all of Vegas has to offer, like the shows and all that, but you're getting in at a super great price, and you're changing up your scenery. And and flights there right now are really cheap. So I say go for it.
100%. And I think there's going to be a common theme almost throughout all of these properties and packages. And a couple things that you're going to see in a lot of them will be early and late checkout. So you can do an early check-in and a late checkout. So they have that built into these packages. Typically, too, you're going to find resort credits daily, so you're going to get like amount per day you can spend if you're not an all-inclusive. The high-speed Wi-Fi is typically included in this package, so you have high-speed Wi-Fi everywhere you go, so you're always connected. Whether you're sitting by the pool on your laptop or you're in your room or your suite, you're going to have high-speed connection, which typically these properties charge extra for. Some even offer like after-work cocktails. You get a cocktail or two on the house after work. And then many of them, not all, are actually waiving resort fees. So they're just trying to keep it easy and simple. It's a clean package. You know what you're going to get. And I think in some of the Vegas ones, instead of waiving the resort fee, they're doing free parking if you drive.
Yeah, free parking and the $50 food and beverage credit and that's per night with the associate or the manager package at the Bellagio or Aria, or $75 per night with the executive. So, you can go have a nice dinner and a couple drinks, and, that's awesome.
Absolutely. And two, we're about to get into some of the more tropical resorts that are doing this. They also will give you access to like their conference rooms and their business amenities that you might not otherwise have access to if you book one of these packages. I just think this is great, and I think too, especially for kids that are learning remotely right now. If your kid's not going back to school, especially in the Caribbean, if you want to squeeze in a vacation, cut out of work early and have your kids still connected during the day to do their schoolwork. Pretty interesting concept.
Oh, yeah. No.
And you get a good deal. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And then, so moving on to talking about some in the Caribbean. And I know we've mentioned this just briefly in a travel news podcast, but Royalton Resorts, and they are offering a workcation package, and it's for 14-night stays starting at $900 per person, which is awesome. And you travel now through February the 10th of 2021, and then you have to book, I believe it's either by the end of this month or next month. We'll verify that, but it is for stays at either Royalton Negril, Royalton Splash Punta Cana, and Royalton Riviera Cancun. Definitely, I would say check out the Cancun and the Punta Cana because you don't have to have a COVID test to go right now. So really awesome. It includes the accommodations.
Wait, 14 days?
Yeah, 14-night stays.
See, people are
for $900 per person.
That's incredible. See,
that's what it's starting at.
People are going to be like, whoa, I can't be gone for 14 days. We got to remember you're working. You will actually, this is for people that work from home. If you can work remotely, you don't have to take time off. You're actually going to be kind of working while you're there.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda. I hope so.
Well, you're supposed to. Yeah. So it's called the Office Upgrade Promotion. It features 24-hour access to the Diamond Club Lounge, which is like their elevated level there. Complimentary business center access plus resort-wide Wi-Fi. They also have endless coffee bar, breakfast pastries, delectable snacks. At the end of each workday, Royalton Fit instructors invite the guests to enjoy a sunset yoga session so you can decompress. And then if you are taking your kids, they have, supervised kids club, so you can put them there, while you work during the day. This also comes with complimentary laundry service and daily professional networking happy hour, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's really neat. And see, they're doing that where they create these after hours things, whether it's a happy hour, whether it's like a free cocktail after work, to kind of give you that sense of like it's a normal work day, but you're just working from somewhere else, which is a cool concept.
Oh, yeah. And also the business center at the Royalton, it does come with complimentary printer access. So if you do need to print something out, you can get all your work done from there.
Yeah. Printing's so old school now, though. I feel like printing's pretty old school.
Well, here I am looking at my printed piece of paper. So, yeah. So old school.
I've got mine handwritten. I scribble my notes. But we really don't. Honestly, my show notes are maybe 10 words.
Yeah.
Just a reminder of what we want to talk about.
I still print stuff. I guess I'm old school.
You're fancy.
So a few others that are also doing this as well. So Palace Resorts, which, they have some in, they're very popular in Mexico, and there's the Moon Palace in Jamaica, beautiful resort. And so they are having stays right now. If you do 15 to 20 nights, you get 50% off. 21 to 29 nights, 55% off. And if you want to go and stay for a month or longer, you can get 60% off your stay. And really cool, teens and kids are free right now. And I even checked this for Christmas dates, and they're free. So if that's
a deal.
That's a great deal. So if you want to, get out of Dodge for Christmas, I just threw in like 5 nights, December 24th through the 29th, with 2 teenagers and 2 adults. And yeah, the kids were free. It was the same price as just 2 adults.
That's awesome. And a lot of these specials, and hit us up if you want more information on any of this, but a lot of these specials are only running through 2020. I see a lot of them that are not going past that. Now, some are, but it just seems like that I feel maybe these resorts think we're going to get back to normal in 2021. I don't know. We'll see.
Or they're going like to early 2021. Like the Royalton was for travel through February 10th. And then, like the Palace, I'm not really sure when that one is through, but it looks like it's here to stay for a little while.
It's pretty cool.
Yes. And would you want to be gone 30 nights? That's a long time.
The only thing there is if you have pets. I was going
to say I couldn't leave our animals.
Yeah, that's too. But hey, if we didn't have pets, for sure, I would 100%.
I don't know. It's a long time.
It depends on the area, but I probably would. Yeah.
Yes, and again, these Palace resorts that we're talking about and the Royalton resorts, those are all inclusive. So all your meals, drinks, everything is included,
which makes it an even sweeter deal.
Yes,
and it's the weekends too, so you can that's what it's a very interesting concept. It really is. It's very interesting. And if you're not feeling like leaving the United States, if you want to stay local, there are more and more of these local properties and American-based companies that are doing this here for the U.S. Marriott's jumped on this. So if you're a Marriott person, you can search Marriott's. You're going to probably find a lot that are doing this. The W in Fort Lauderdale's jumped on this. They've got a really good package. W's beautiful there, beautiful property in Fort Lauderdale. And also the Hyatt Centric Las Olas there in Fort Lauderdale is also doing this as well. So a lot of these southern Florida places getting on board if you want to change the scenery from, maybe your backyard to the beach. And then lastly, one more domestic property doing this. If you're not feeling the beach or tropical, if you want to get a nice mountain view, the Lodge at Blue Sky in Park City, Utah is doing this. They have a really good package for workcations.
That would be nice.
So it's starting to become a thing now with more and more people working from home and kids learning from home. Get a change of scenery. Take no PTO. Don't burn any of your PTO days and go get a nice workcation in. Didn't mean to cut you off there, but I know you have a few more properties in the Caribbean you want to talk about, right?
Or Mexico, but Grand Villas, Riviera Nayarit, minimum stay 10 nights. They're also offering something similar. Conrad Punta de Mita. And then also, I just wanted to throw this one in here for fun. If you're super...
Oh, this one's crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
If you're super rich, maybe you can take advantage of this.
A workcation in the Maldives?
Yes, it's in the Maldives.
Oh, my gosh.
And it reopened. So it's called I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but Nautilus Maldives reopened on September 1st. And it's located on a private island, like most of the places there are, 26 villas. And it says, if you're really concerned about interruptions, the package includes a workcation sandbank experience in which you can spend a few hours working on a secluded sandbank in the shade of a canopy with portable high-speed Wi-Fi access. You'll have a dedicated personal assistant, comfortable working chair, and an ocean view desk, again, with the high-speed internet, full work setup, including a phone, fax machine, scanner, wireless printer, portable projector, and screen. And all
Wild.
of this, yes. Also, you can even, as a part of this, you can take part in daily private yoga classes, aerial yoga sessions, sunset dolphin cruises aboard a luxury yacht. And you can have all of this, a 7-night stay for 2 people, $23,250.
That's not as bad as I thought, to be honest with you.
2-week stay, $37,850, and a 3-week stay for $52,000.
Not as bad as I thought. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not as bad. You had me teed up for that is mega bucks.
I was going to say that's like mega bucks, yeah.
But I think no PTO. You're going to work.
Yeah, and that does not include airfare.
Oh, I didn't know that. So that doesn't even include airfare.
No.
Okay, all right. Still not bad. I don't know. Meh. Not bad.
Not bad. I don't know.
Okay, there's some sticker shock there. I can't lie.
I was going to say, I don't think there's too many people out there that can spend that kind of money, but if you can, hey, that's awesome.
There's CEOs right now working from home. Their corporate office is shut down.
They can do it.
Go. They're ready to get out.
Let's get you to the Maldives. Call it Penyak Travel. I'd be happy to help you.
We will help you out. All right. So, are you ready for question of the day?
Yes.
Question of the day. All right. This is from Sydney. She actually slid into our DMs on our Facebook page. And by the way, if you have a question for us like Sydney did here, just message it to us. We'll put it up on the very next podcast. We'll answer just about anything as long as it's not too private. But I'll go ahead and read her message to us. She goes, so if you could choose any cruise ship to go on with any company, what ship would it be? We went on the Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean 2 years ago. And the things they are putting on these ships nowadays are just unbelievable. I was just curious which one you guys were eyeing. Love the show. Thank you, Sydney, so much for the question. And we were talking about this one a little bit. So if we just had one ship we could go on, it's really hard because there's so many at the top. Now, there are ships that you and I have not been on yet. We've been on a lot. I can't even count how many cruise ships we've been on. So if we were just doing what we've been on, so what we know that we've personally been on, I would choose any of the Royal Caribbean Oasis class ships, right?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, we like Royal Caribbean. If we could choose one brand, if we're only going on one cruise, and that fits our lifestyle, is Royal Caribbean. We actually have a podcast way back, and we'll have to renew it on the difference in all the different cruise lines and what you get with each, right?
Yes.
What would you say? So of the ones we've been on, what would you say?
Oh, of the ships that we've been on?
Or just, you would agree, right? Oasis class?
Yeah, definitely an Oasis class. Those are really nice. Honestly, that Navigator of the Seas ship that we were on right before Christmas last year
really
to the
good boat,
Bahamas,
yeah.
that was a really nice ship, especially for shorter stays. I would say the one that I'm most excited about, and I would love to go, we have not been on it because it has not even officially sailed yet, but Richard Branson's new cruise line, Virgin Voyages, and it's an adult-only experience, and their ship is the Scarlet Lady, is the first ship, and I would love to go on that because I think it looks amazing from all the renderings and information that I've seen about it. I would love to go on that.
I agree 100%. That would be, if I'm taking any boat, or any ship, not ships that we've just been on, I'm very much most interested in his Virgin Voyages.
Yes.
And I think after reading up on this and researching it, it's almost going to be like this holistic lifestyle cruise of well-being and taking care of yourself. And they're going to have all these fitness classes and relaxation things and a huge spa, meditation areas. It's going to be a little different. We've never done anything like that. Every cruise line has a gym and a spa, but I think this one's going to be more amplified to really rejuvenate and recharge. Mm-hmm. Right? So,
well, and they're also all about the fun too.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be like great quiet areas on board as well, and it'll just be an overall fun experience. One thing I really like about it, so they don't have all inclusive on there, but you can like just go ahead and pay money, like add it to your folio. So then you kind of have like, you give yourself, say, a $500 onboard credit or something like that. So then it's kind of like your drinks are already covered. So
oh, interesting. Okay,
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah,
I like that.
But I'm really excited about that ship.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little bit different than what we're used to.
What a time to start a cruise line, though.
I know. Hey, I mean, well, there is a lot of pent up demand, and you've seen a significant increase in requests. I mean, your inbox has been blowing up.
Yes, especially over the last week. I'm like, oh, this is pre-COVID levels.
I mean, travel's really coming back. I think we're really pulling out of this, and it feels good. But yeah, as soon as we get an opportunity to swing Virgin Voyages, we're going to try it out.
Yes.
That would be a great video and a great podcast episode to do a complete review on that ship and just see what they're doing differently. I feel like he's going to do
he's very
do a little bit different.
Right, and he's very innovative, and I think it'll be very interesting to see.
Yeah, and Sydney's question too on the what they're putting on boats and ships nowadays and how they're different. I agree. I mean, if you haven't cruised and it's been 10 to 12 years since you've cruised, you got to go back on some of the newer ships. It really is some of the state-of-the-art technology that they have.
Oh, yeah, like ice skating rinks and, it's just crazy.
Tracks.
Go-kart tracks,
and
zip lining.
everywhere.
Yeah. Oh. It's a very neat experience. And I know some people might be like, oh, I can't even think about cruising right now. But, I think there are ships that have started operating over in Europe, and from everything I've heard so far, that it's been successful. So
yeah, I think we're going to be, COVID's not going to be here forever. We're going to get back to it eventually. But thank you for the question, Sydney. We hope we answered it. And that's a show.
Yeah, I think that is a show. A trip of the week. I've done several things for people this week. Well, I just had somebody come back from Sandals in St. Lucia, and they had a fabulous time.
I love St. Lucia. It's where we honeymooned.
Yes, and working on a couple other honeymoons and destination weddings and Disney trips, actually. So it's a busy time.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, thank you guys so much. Yeah, it feels great to be back. Thank you guys so much for all the love. We'll go ahead and call that a show. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We want to get our subscribers up. And then obviously you can follow us on @Penyak Travel on Instagram, @Penyak Travel on Facebook.
And YouTube.
Now. Our YouTube game's getting stronger. I got a video I'm putting out soon on Sandals Antigua on our trip there. So if you've been waiting for that video, I'm finally getting it out.
Yes, and if you want any more information on anything that you've heard today on the Workcations, please let us know. We would be happy to help you. You can go to our website, penyaktravel.com, click Request a Quote, and it comes directly to me. Or feel free to DM us on Instagram or Facebook, or you can give me a call, 1-800-674-3278.
And that's a wrap. Enjoy the football this weekend.
Yes.
Love you guys.